All right, well, welcome to our Healthy Fit Seniors Strength class. Welcome to those of you who haven't attended before. We are going to do a total body workout today. I encourage you to try to use, our goal is 5-pound weights because most of the things in your daily living activities are 5 pounds, right? You think about your purse. I see a lot of purses over here. Your purse, if I compare, can I take, whose purse is this? Yours is a little bit lighter than 5 pounds, right? This one, this is like an 8-pound bag right here. She should be lifting 8-pound weights. So just that as an example, but like dish detergent and gallons of milk. And if you get cases of water at the store, all of those things are heavier than 5 pounds. All right, starting with our first exercise, our feet are positioned apart. Let's shoulder width apart. Let's put that ball in between our thighs to activate the thighs. So we're gonna kind of squeeze that ball. Starting with shoulder raise, your chest is open and wide, lifting up and lower. Now this is a long arm lever, so this is one that if you wanted to use a lighter weight, you can. If you have any kind of shoulder pain when you do this, you can do a mini press to the front. Only lifting to shoulder height. There's no benefit to lift over the shoulder height here. One more. Good job. Let's set the ball aside, not where you're going to trip on it. Heel digs with bicep curl. So tap your heel to the front and curl. Your elbows are in. Any of these exercises can also be done from a seated position. Nice and controlled. That looks good. 3, 2, 1. Set the weights down for the next one. We're going to incorporate a little bit of balance here with a standing calf raise with an overhead reach. So we're going to pretend we don't want to get out that step stool. We're putting away our summer decorations. We're putting away our summer decorations in the closet. I don't know how that happened. Did someone bump into it? Putting away our decorations in the closet. And we don't want to get out that step stool. So you can stand behind your chair for balance. If you need to have one hand on the chair, that's fine. Our feet are parallel. We're going to come up into a calf raise and reach and lower. Lift and reach. You're up on your tippy toes. Try to hold it at the top. You're trying to place that box. Putting away all the summer stuff because hopefully fall is on the way, right? Spreading those toes for balance, having a little bit of balance on the ball of the foot as well. Lifting off evenly. This is also good for strengthening your ankles. One more. All right, grab a dumbbell. You don't want to be on your mat for this one because we're rotating. Rotate and twist. And twist. Twist. Lifting that back foot. Warming up the torso and the core.
I got carded yesterday, but I think it's because I had
4, 3, 2, 1. 1. Good morning, Maria. All right, marching in place. We're gonna pump those arms, tap one leg, and lift the opposite arm. Four, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Get a sip of water. So we've got strength blocks today. Each block has 2 compound movements before we move on to the next block, focusing on those strength. Our first block is our legs and push and pull movements. So we're going to come to the front of our chair. We can place the ball in between our thighs for alignment. Squeezing here. We're going to sit down in the chair, curl the weight up, and press it to the front. Bring it back in, and bicep curl, stand up. All right. So you can stay in a seated position, curl, and press. Bring it back in, curl. If you're staying seated, stay seated. Otherwise, come to standing. Have a seat. Curl, front press. You should be feeling this in your chest, not your shoulders. If you're feeling it in your shoulders, bring the weight down a little bit lower towards your belly button so you feel it right here in your pectoralis muscles. Yes? Ladies, this is like a boob lift right here. It is, those muscles. And press. Looking good, looking good. One more time. Press. All right, good job. Next movement, overhead tricep extension. This is seated or standing, 1 or 2 weights. So I'm gonna give you a couple different options. If you're having the 2 weights, you can hold them and have them anchored together. Arms are up, close to your body, bending at the elbow, and bring it up, right? Now, challenge you, bring them up so they're separated. You're not going to rely on one arm to balance the others. You can also do this with one weight. Keep those elbows in. Not like this. This is working your biceps. Bring them in tight, like you're trying to close your ears and not hear what I'm saying. Are you feeling that in the back of your arms? Yes. Okay, good. One more. And shake it out. We're going back to the chair squat with that compound movement. This is our second round here. Again, squeeze the ball. Have a seat. Bicep curl. And press to the front. Bring it in. Curl. And stand. And press. Nice and controlled. Feeling it in the pectoralis muscles. When we stand, we're spreading our toes in our shoes, feeling balance in our heel and the balls of our feet. Everyone looks great. got 3 more. Up and down, up and down. If you're drinking a lot of water, you're gonna have to get up and down a couple times during the day, right? Last one right here. And press. Tricep extensions, either seated or standing. Remember, you can have 1 weight or 2 weights. You can have them together. You can have them slightly separated to challenge those muscles. Bring it back and up. Keep those arms close to your ears, like you're trying to close the sound. Good job. Everyone looks good. Are you feeling it in the back of the arms? These are going to help us with those Hello Bettys. Right? Get rid of that flappy skin. Tone and tighten. My triceps are burning. Let's do 2 more. Come on, 2 more. 1, 2. I'm going to keep you after class. Just kidding. All right, get a sip of water. That is our first block. Moving on to our next block of work. Set the ball under your chair so it's out of the way. All right, this one's using a long arm lever, so it's another one that you might want to use a lighter weight. So we're going to step back in a lunge. Check that your feet are in good stationary position. You want to make sure that, like, my chair is going to be in the way, but if you want to stand beside your chair and use it for support, you can. As you come down, let's bring the arms up like a bird, caw-caw, and stand up. Knee comes down in alignment with toe. We're staying on one side. We'll switch to the other side in our second set. Now, if you're feeling any kind of shoulder impingement, we can also bend the arms here and press up like this. Last one. All right, bent over row. So this one, we're gonna open up our chest, engaging our lower back here. As we tip at the hip, we're gonna feel it in our hamstrings. Bringing the weight down, probably about to your knees or a little bit below. Come on up. And, we want to stay down here and do our row at the bottom. Sorry. Squeeze. And stand up. Bent over row. Your body's like a 7. You should feel that lower back as you come down. Nice and flat. That part is engaged. If you don't feel it engaged, you're probably rounding your back. We want to engage that core and strengthen that low back. This will help us anytime we're bending over to prevent injury. As we pull those weights back, squeeze your scapula together. Come on down and up. Squeeze. Squeeze. One more. Nicely done. All right, switching to our other leg for that stationary lunge with the lateral arm raise. So check your feet positioning. They're like train tracks. If your foot's turned out to the side, bring it wider and closer together so you have a good base of support. All right, remember your bent arm option like this. Otherwise, your arms are straight as you come down, bringing them up to shoulder height. Only to shoulder height. There's no benefit to bring them up past that shoulder. y'all feel like birds? Oh. Two more. All right, great job, great job. Second set of our bent over row. Open up that chest. Feel that lower back engage. Tipping at the hip, nice flat back. Leading with the elbows, squeeze those shoulder blades together at the bottom, and then come on up. Good, tipping at the hip. Nice flat back. Squeeze. Nice and controlled. How's everyone feeling so far? Good. We've got 3 more. So we're working the back of our legs, we're working our core, including our lower back, as well as our upper back as we squeeze on that row. A little bit of biceps. I lost count. Let's do one more. Y'all know I'm a terrible counter. Sometimes we get a little bit of bonus. Get a sip of water. That is our second block. Moving on to hinge movements and core. This is our third block of work. Stiff leg, deadlift, upright row. So we're working our hamstrings, back, and shoulders. All right, so similar to the movement that we did with the bent over row, chest is open and wide, engaging the lower back, tipping at the hip. This time we're gonna come up and then lead with the elbows, making a T with your body, yes. Tipping at the hip. Lead with the elbows, make that T. Like we're putting on fishing waders. Leading with the elbows. There we go. Two more. All right, we're gonna do a muffin top be gone exercise now. So we're gonna work the side body here with the weight. We're just gonna glide the weight down the side of the leg and up. We'll stay on one side because we'll switch to the other side in the second set. Make sure we're exhaling nice and strong to engage that muscle there a little bit more. This is also good for loosening up the hips. I can tell my hips are tight today. I'm feeling all that stretching. One more. All right, from the top, round 2. Stiff leg deadlift with that upright row. Open up the chest. Puff it out. Like you're trying to pick a fight with someone, yeah? All right, lower back is engaged right here. As we tip at the hip, nice flat back, look down towards your toes. Leading with the elbows, T height. Tipping at the hip. Leading with the elbows. Good job. So a seated position, keep going. You want to do this seated, lean forward, and then come up to the side. Two more. All right. Working on the muffin top on the other side. Drag that weight down the side and up. Exhale. Two more. All right, get a sip of water. We are done with our third block. That hydration is so important. It's going to prevent muscle cramping. It's going to help all of our muscles work better, including our brain. All right, last block of work. Full body finisher. Step out, squat. Bring the weights up through the middle. Bicep curl. Step together, step to the other side. Squat and curl. In the chair, we can do the bicep curl, okay? Curl, step wide, down and curl, chest up nice and tall. Are you feeling that in your inner thighs? Yes. Back up nice and tall. All right, chest fly. So seated or standing, put that ball in between your thighs. Arms out like a circle, opening and close. Now again, this is a chest fly, so we're working our pectoralis muscles. If you're feeling it a lot in your shoulders, shift the weight down a little bit lower towards your belly button. The pectoralis, this is the boob lift muscle. It's like you're opening up, like you're one of those claw machines, and grab. All right, shake it out. Set the ball aside, back to the top. Step outside, squat with that bicep curl. Chest nice and tall, step wide. Weight in the middle, curl. Tap it together. Excellent, chest up nice and tall. Looking good. Well, you got one more on each side. All right, chest fly with the dumbbells. Working on our chest and stability. Again, we're working our pectoralis muscles there. Weight out like a big O. Open and close. Open and close. If you're feeling your shoulders, play around with the height of the weight so you feel it in your chest. Engaging your core, nice, tall torso. Last one. All right, set the weights down, get a sip of water. We're gonna start our cool down process. Hamstring stretch, kick that toe out whether you're in the chair or on the floor here. Push your weight back into your glute, reach down toward your thigh, your shin or your shoe. Keep a soft knee, meaning your knee's not locked out. Feel that good stretch up the back of your leg. Flex that foot so you get the benefit in your calf as well. All right, take a step back and do a hip flexor stretch here. If you're in the chair, you can drop your leg over the side if you'd like. Hold on to the side of the chair here to feel that stretch. That feels good in my hip. What about you? All right, let's do that on the other side. So kick the toe up, push back on your glute, hand on your thigh, your shin or your shoe. Flexing that foot to get a good calf stretch. And step back into that hip flexor, or if you're seated, drop the leg over the side of the chair. So today's class hit all your major muscle groups: quads, hamstrings, glutes, chest, back, biceps, triceps, shoulders, and core. Everything with some compound movements. All right. Open your arms up nice and wide. And reach them in front. Round your back, stretch. Arm across the body, shoulder away from the ear for a shoulder stretch. And reach it out at an angle. Let's reach that same arm up. Give yourself a pat on the back. Stretch out that tricep. All right, arm across the body, shoulder away from the ear. And reach out, creating space in that shoulder complex. Reaching up, give yourself a pat on the back. Gently apply pressure to the elbow. All right, inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your ears. Opening up that chest. Rotate and twist. Say, good job, neighbor.
Good job, neighbor.
Back to center. Big inhale up. Exhale. Rotate and twist the other side. Good job, neighbor. Back to center. Inhale up. Reaching down towards your thighs, your shins, or your shoes. Allow your arms to hang.
Yeah, I'm over here. I have to reorganize.
Oh, you got more. All right.
Let's sway our hips left and right, left and right.
Oh, you're going way.
little hip stretch here. And roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Great job, everybody. We're going to move into our seated stretch mobility and recovery class. If you need to refill your water, you can do that, or take a quick bathroom break. Don't forget that the classes will be uploaded on the YouTube channel. There's a lot of programming on there that you can do from home.